Hello everyone, this is still Tool Normal 2 here, and I am back with another video. After being gone for a few weeks, I was just doing my own thing. I'm back. Anyways, I'm sure the title is, Should You Post About Your Job? This is a gray area. I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no either. Instead, I'm just going to give you what I personally would do. Now, if you do things differently or disagree with some of my ideas, that's okay too. In fact, I actually look forward to hearing that. But let's move on to the question. The question is mainly towards the audience, because we have to go back to when the internet was around. If you saw my 30th anniversary video, you saw that I was born in the 90s, and I think my generation was the first to have computers in school. If I'm wrong, I apologize for that. But what I'm saying is, around that time, the internet was kinda new. Back then, posting didn't really determine much of where you are or where you're gonna be. But what I think is, at the time, the internet was more of a luxury, like we didn't think that it was. Yeah, the internet was more of a luxury back then. Like, as we would soon learn, the internet slowly became part of our lives. 2026. Now, I do talk about my job sometimes. I may mention it briefly or say, hey, use it like, hey, this happened, but it's nothing negative. I just pretty much sharing a little experience. I think this is tied into humans sharing experience, because we live in a day and age now where we just post about our daily lives, which is perfectly fine, because it's like a digital journal at this point, but I'm more old school. I like to keep things in a journal. Like, if I'm frustrated or not happy with something, I do one of two things. I'll either walk away so I can cool down, or I'll just put it to writing. Be like, okay, now that I've written it down, I can officially close the book.
I got it.
Which is good. But moving on. But yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much how I doing it. I keep it in a journal, or at the very least, I just walk away and I'm like, okay, I'll probably forget about it. No problem. Now, what inspired me to make this video is because I read some posts and saw some videos of people losing their jobs for a video or a post they make, and I'm like, well, why'd they lose their jobs? Some of it I'm like, oh yeah, that'll get you in some hot water. You'll definitely lose your job that way. Others kind of surprised me. I'm not going to name names, examples, or links, but I'm just saying, this is kind of what this got me thinking. Well, what is safe to post versus what's not safe to post about work? Honestly, I have no definitive right or wrong answer for this. All I can say is, maybe talk to the boss or higher ups at where you work and saying, hey, can I post about this new thing at work, or this I had? But other than that, I don't know. This is one, like I said, this goes back to this being in one of the gray areas. Like, people are always going to post about stuff. There's no getting around that. But it's ultimately choices at the end of the day. All right, I'll share an example. An example is me, like I'll share a work story with you. Now, there was one time at work, I was so depressed, having a really bad day. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly thought about quitting my job and just walking away from it all. However, a customer came up to me and said, you're doing a great job. And when the customer said that, I was surprised. Like, it's like all that negativity or depression or sadness I felt during my job just vanished like that. Like, sometimes it just takes one person to say, hey, you're doing a great job, and there we go. I think this is another reason why we why we humans post everything. Some of it's validation, others we just want to get out there. Another reason I think people post about their jobs sometimes is like maybe they're angry, maybe we're frustrated, and I'm like, well, that's one thing, but here's what I would do. If you're frustrated or angry, keep it in a journal, talk to a close friend, or some other outlet. I wouldn't resort to posting because I think the one thing people don't realize is our bosses or the CEOs or higher ups do actually look into our posts and videos. Like, they really do pay attention, and that is no exaggeration. Now, I think if it's like I said, if you want to post about your job, you can do it if you want to. I mean, saying something like my story with the customer, I'm pretty sure that's all right. But if you have other things, but if they're, I would honestly talk to your boss or whoever, like saying, hey, maybe can I post so and so about this? Like, believe me, if I've asked my boss a few times on what I can and can't post on my channel, so I'm not going to talk about work often on my channel, but when I do, it's probably just like a reference or being compared to something else. But yeah, what else was I was going to say? Oh, like, honestly, it's more of, honestly, it's just more of choice at the end of the day. What we do, how we do it. Like, how we do it is all choice based at this point. But yeah. What am I doing? Oh, right. I was talking about work. Oh, I lose my focus when I'm not paying attention. Anyways, honestly, whatever we decide to do, whether it's posting or just talking about fun stuff or anything, just air caution when you post, or at the very least, take a moment to think, like, is this worth posting? Or if you're still not sure, talk to your boss and all the people you work with, because I'm sure they'll be like, they'll give you some good advice saying, hey, this probably isn't a good idea, or hey, this is okay, you can do that. Like, that's what I would do personally. But yeah, I usually don't talk about work in some of my videos other than just a reference, but yeah. Sorry if I sound a little like a record or a robot. It's just, I've been planning to do this for a while. I even had some scripts ideas, and I'm like, you know what? No scripts. I have to go in raw and uncut, so this sounds real and genuine. But anyways, I guess the question is, should you post about your job? Honestly, this is a question only you, the audience, can answer. Like, you don't have to give an answer if you don't want to, or you can say it. But yeah, I just figured I'd get this video out there just addressing this, you know? Like, let me know what you think in the comments personally, and this is Still Too Normal signing off.